I'll tell you something interesting, okay? Um, if you notice, my face and my physique, I put on weight. I'm looking chubby again, and obviously, if you see my tummy, you'll see the flab. And this is because of eating. I've been eating chocolates, ice creams, my normal, typical regiment, okay? And if you check the previous videos, that is January, now it's July, I tried my ultimate fast. That was 8 days without food. Before that, I was doing intermittent fasting, eating only after 6 in the evening or 9 in the evening. So from being a guy who used to eat every day, I started intermittent fasting where I would eat only after 6 in the evening. And very soon I moved to fasting a whole day, fasting 3 days, means no food at all. Fasting 5 days, no food at all. Then I went to, I think, 8 days. Then finally I broke the record, 15 days. I didn't want to go beyond that. It was not easy, very tough. I was nearly skin and bones. I was the lightest my body could ever be, 57 kilos. I've never been below 80. The highest was 125. Okay. So now, given all these changes, obviously people were like, I hope you continue living a healthy lifestyle. I hope you don't go so extreme. I hope you keep a balanced life. And I did a blood test, complete, and I found no diabetes, no blood pressure, no sugar, no nothing. Okay, good health. But after doing all that, I went back to eating normal. Now I'm actually eating from morning or afternoon. I eat chocolates, I eat ice creams, I eat normal stuff. Okay? And I eat 2-3 times a day whenever I'm hungry. One of the videos where I was eating insects in a temple, one guy commented, he's like, what is the use you did all this dieting? What is the use you did all this, fasting and lost weight? Now you're going back to normal. Okay. Now what he's saying is, in a way, it's right. What's the use of doing all this? You're back to normal. But now, does that mean just because I knew that I would go back to normal, I should have never done it in the first place? See, I live life to enjoy life. I want to enjoy life. I don't want to live a life full of discipline where no sugar, no this, no that. Yes, sugar is bad. It's one of the most addictive substances. They say more addictive than drugs. Okay? Agreed, sugar is bad. But does that mean I'm only going to live on a non-sweet life? No, I like my donuts, I like my chocolates, I like my cakes, like my ice creams. I want to enjoy all this. Because what am I going to do? Anyway, I'm going to die one day. So, should I deprive myself of all this? But yeah, excess is not good. But then having said that, that doesn't give us an excuse to live a indisciplined life, like have no discipline at all. There should be discipline. Like this, there's a time for feasting and there is a time for fasting. Okay. Now, would I start intermittent fasting at some point? Yes. Again, I will start. Okay. Right now, I'm just being relaxed. Will I maybe go for a 15-day no food fast? No, I'll not do 15-day because it was too much. Just wanted to see how much I could push my body. I might do 5 days, max. If really I want to do, maybe I'll go 7 days, but I'll not do beyond the 5 or 7 day mark. It's not required for me. Maybe I might try very frequent 1-day fasts or 3-day fasts because I've done it. But as of now, I'm not thinking about it at all. So now, what am I trying to communicate through this video? Am I trying to say that, you should have your bad habits and good habits? Or, you stop smoking, get back to smoking, then stop smoking. Okay, you stop drinking and get back to drinking. Or you started to be loyal to your spouse or your partner and now you can start cheating. Before you take things out of context, let me make it very clear. There are some things which you should not do at all, at any cost. Smoking, drinking alcohol, weed, drugs, and just random sex. At some point, sex also, some point, might end up getting an STD because your partner goes elsewhere, you go elsewhere. Some point one of you will get infected. There's always that risk. Okay, it can be a very small risk, but there's a risk. So it's up to you whether you want to take that risk. Because at the end of the day, you do need a partner. So let's focus on smoking, drinking, drugs. These are nothing but just harmful. Yes, they give you pleasure, but they will destroy you. Personally, I don't see any benefit in them other than chemicals trying to relax you, but making you addicted. It's like taking these painkillers. Now comes to food. Food itself can be very dangerous, can be very poisonous, especially sugar. And that is why today, all the processed food, we have diabetes, blood pressure, heart-related illness. The biggest problems we are seeing today is because of food. So you can enjoy yourself when you're young and have fun and eat whatever you like when you're young. But as you grow older, your body can't handle it. It can't process. It's not young like before. And you will pay a price for it. So that is why moderation is required. But if you're trying to aim for perfection, it'll be very hard. That is why I tell people, do things and try to keep them consistent. In my case, because I wanted to do the 15-day fast, I wanted to break the record, I pushed myself too much. I pushed myself to a level where I didn't want to do any more fasting at all. Because I went too extreme. And it was driving me nuts. I had to do it. So I wanted to do it and get it over with. But if I had not done that, I had done intermittent fasting for 2 years. And it was very successful. My weight was on point at 70 kilos. Right now I'm at 72. Okay. So I was at 68, 70. So now maybe because I'm eating everything and anything, it might rise up again. That's why maybe my health is also getting affected. I'm not living a very healthy lifestyle. So the first point being, live life, enjoy life, but in moderation. And if you still are determined to smoke, drink, do drugs, whatever, it's your calling, it's your life, you will pay the price for it. Remember, everything has a price to pay. The second piece of advice that I want to give you through this video is, remember, bad habits die hard. Addictions come back. Bad habits come back. Old habits come back. So if you're trying to get rid of them, you have to replace them with something else. And you have to constantly work towards mastering them. Because the day you let go, you remove your foot off the pedal, you're going to slow down and you're going to go back to square one. It can come in the form of having wrong friends, wrong company, bad choice of lifestyle, even a mistake, like you just took a sip and it pulls you back, or you didn't know how to handle certain challenges in life. So that is where you have to be careful. So, you need to be careful of bad habits because they will come back. For me, I've had these bad habits of binge eating, of spending money like crazy. Girls, though, anyway, I'm glad it's over. So I have these two bad habits and they keep coming back. So I need to be vigilant. So for you guys, whatever is your bad habit, I don't know what they are, figure out a way to master them and then figure out a way to make them consistent, the replaced habit, and work towards being better. Remember, the struggle to be a better person will never end. Bad habits are just like a thief waiting in the night, waiting when you'll just sleep or take your eyes off the ball. and they will grab on the opportunity to attack you, you know. So just remember, bad habits are like that, and they never give up. They will always be there. Hey, doggies. All the doggies. Come, come, come. How are you, doggies? Hmm? All three big doggies. So yeah, bad habits, they will come back. They'll never leave you. It's like an ex that never wants to leave you. So just be careful of that. And one final thing I'll tell you. I'll just conclude by giving you this example. My client, whom we were working very hard for him to get over his addictive gaming habits, he followed my advice. He did everything because he wanted to study and all that. And we continued the coaching for some time. And one fine day, he decided not to be consistent with his coaching, which, I can't force you. And lo and behold, he sent me a letter and he stated that, I just want to shamefully admit that I've gone back into gaming and once again spending hours and hours. And where he was preparing for an exam to study, he failed in that subject. Now, I had told him to uninstall, I had told him to study hard, I had told him to go to the supportive groups, I told him to take extra classes, all that he had done. But once we stopped the coaching and he knew that he didn't have to be accountable, he went back to his old habits. Now, who's paying the price for it? He is. I just told him, and he was like, sir, you can shout at me and blast me and give me bad words. I said, for what? I said, that's not the point and purpose of the coaching. I want you to succeed. So I told him, it's all right, don't take it to heart, but you need to live up and face the fact that you made the choice and you will bear the consequence, nobody else. So failing in the exam, now you'll have to repeat another year. That's the price you pay. Nobody else will pay the price. So there's nothing to feel bad or ashamed about. You have to pay the price for it. So that's where it concluded. So the same thing is what I'll leave you with. Remember, whatever said and done, end of the day, you will pay a price for your actions or inaction. Bad habits, they will never leave you. They'll come back chasing and they eventually succeed. And the struggle to improve and become better never ends. So just keep that in mind. All right, good, bad, ugly. Feel free, comment down below. This is me signing off. You guys take care. Ciao.